I get this question a lot, and I just want to share this as I was running because you know me, I'm always thinking about like how does this relate to my life? That's why I do these things, especially like run, because running gets it helps build your mindset, right? Because you want to quit. And so as I was running, I had this feeling like, dang, like I'm in better shape. And I was like, well, did the mileage change? The mileage didn't change. The trail didn't change. Like, how am I in better shape? I just kept coming. I kept progressing. I kept focusing forward. And I understood the fact of falling in love with progression. So you might be saying, Trent, what does it have to do with healing my heart? Well, it has a lot to do with healing your heart. The mistake that I see a lot of people make is that they're always trying to focus on what they're moving on from, right? They're always trying to focus on getting over a person, getting over the situation. And they're thinking that that thing just disappears. And that's not the reality of life. That's not the reality of healing your heart. Healing is not about what you're moving on from. It's about what you're moving on to, right? Healing is about falling in love with progression. It's about becoming stronger. I'll tell you this, and a lot of you know this, life doesn't become easier. It doesn't, right? Life doesn't become easier, just like this trail. This trail didn't become easier. What happened is I got stronger. What happens in life is that you get stronger, right? That pain that was in my life 5, 6, 7 years ago is still there, right? It's there somewhere. What happened? I just kept getting stronger, right? The haters, the people who talked about me, the people who, whatever, throw stones, those people are still there. What happened is I just rose above, right? I think so many times we think that healing is about making that thing disappear. We think it's about getting over that situation. You have to understand it's the best way to get over that situation is to move your life forward, is to elevate your life, is to become stronger, is to become wiser, is to become better. And the only way you're going to do that is if you move. Some of us, we're expecting healing to just fall in our lap. We're expecting healing to come in the same place that we're at. No, we have to go get our healing, right? And we go get our healing by progressing, by moving forward, by developing a better spiritual life, by developing a better mental mindset. That's how we get our healing. Again, life doesn't become easier. It doesn't. You become stronger, okay? That person that you're trying to get over will still be there. What's going to happen is that you're going to move forward and you're going to better your life. You're going to fall in love with who you're becoming. You're going to realize that you don't need that situation. You're going to realize that person can't stop your life. You're going to realize that that person no longer has a stronghold of your life. That power that they used to have becomes powerless. And you're going to realize like, wow, like I've healed. I'm healing. But you will never heal your heart by staying in a situation that's breaking your life and that's destroying your life. Just like in this trail, there was no way I could get in shape. There was no way I could get stronger unless I kept progressing in this trail. Unless I kept moving forward, unless I kept coming back and saying, you know what, I'm going to get better every single time. Now, that's a little bit different when it comes to our life, when it comes to our heart. But it's kind of the same mindset, right? It's kind of the same scenario, same situation. And so I wish, my prayer for you today is to understand this simple fact. Focus on what you're moving on to. You might say, Trent, I don't know what I'm moving on to. Move on towards a better you, whatever that looks like. Because nothing will change in your life by staying in the same place. No healing will take place by staying in the same place. I promise you, you'll become stronger, but the only way is to get stronger is to take that uncomfortable path. It's to break away from that uncomfortable thing, and you can't let your insecurities keep you in a place that's breaking your life. You have to go down that comfortable path. I had to run this uncomfortable trail to get to this perfect, right place, this perfect place of peace, this perfect destination. I had to run through this hard trail to get to the peak. And it's the same thing in life. You got to go through these hard times. You got to go through the times where you feel lonely. Just because the path is lonely doesn't mean the path is wrong. But you will never get to a place of healing if you don't choose to move forward. And again, I say this for the third time tonight, or fourth time, fifth time. It doesn't get easier. You just become stronger. That person doesn't just disappear. You just become more secure with who you are. Those people that are throwing stones at you, they don't just disappear off the earth. You just rise above and you get to a place where those stones that they probably still throw aren't affecting you as much, right? They're not really hitting you as much because you have rose above, because you realize that the thrones they throw are nothing but stepping stones. God will use your enemies as footstools to bring you higher. That's what life is about. That's why I'm always telling you it always starts with you. That's why I'm always telling you fall in love with progression. That's why I'm always telling you to move your life forward, okay? Because you will get to a place where you're like, man, I am better. And don't think healing is a destination, by the way. Healing is a journey. Don't think, well, I still think about this person, so that means I'm not over this person. Absolutely not. You're going to still think about your past. I still think about things that happened to me in high school, mistakes that I made. I still think about those things. But just because I think about those things doesn't mean I am those things. I don't let those moments in my life, the moments in my past, dictate my future. I don't let those things become my identity. Right? It happened. I think about it and I remind myself every time I think about something that hurt my life or the mistakes that I made, every time I think about it, I remind myself of who I am. So every time you think about that pain, remind yourself of who you are. Every time you think about that person that hurt you, remind yourself of who you are. Every time you think about those people that just hate on you, throw opinions on you, remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself of how far you have come. Yes, you might not be where you want to be, but at least you're not where you used to be. And that's what life is about. That's what healing is about. So people always ask, how do I heal my heart? That's one step right there. One step is to focus on what you're moving on to and to realize that healing is not going to fall in your lap. We have to progress towards it. And unfortunately, the only way we progress towards healing is leaving a comfortable, even though it might be uncomfortable, but you're still comfortable because it's known to you. The quote that I said probably a few years ago, some people would rather choose a known pain than walk into a unknown peace, right? Because we know that even though it hurts us, we're so afraid of the unknown as human beings. We are, because we don't know what to expect. So we'll stay in the pain that we know is going to happen than move into a peace that who knows, right? So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I hope this helped your life a little bit. I just wanted to come on live and chop it up as I had this on my heart. I just hope that you progress towards the greatest you. I really do. That's what life is about, you know? So this is what I do. I come up here and I protect my peace. I really live it. I try to better myself. I try to disconnect from negativity. Like everything I talk to you about, I really mean from the bottom of my heart. Everything I talk to you about, these are things that I apply to my life that's worked for me. That's why I share it. I refuse to keep information to myself that's helped me, whether or not it's good for you, whether or not it applies to your life or if it doesn't. Take what you need, leave what you don't. I believe your heart becomes better. I really do. I think your heart can become better from a situation. To me, it's like muscles, right? Sometimes you got to break down these muscles to make them stronger. You come back better. That's what rehab is all about, putting the strength back into a weakness. And, you know, you become better than what you were before you got hurt. I believe you become better just because a situation broke your heart or hurt your heart. I believe that you can take that. I mean, it's happened to me where I become a better person because of a situation that was meant to break me, that did break me. But I took all those broken pieces and with God's help and with people around me's help, we built a better and stronger me. We built a better and stronger me. So take all those broken pieces that people give you and rebuild something greater.